All right, we're on. Good morning. I'm Holly King with the Reiki Station, and this is my life behind the camera. So, good morning to everyone out there. It is Thursday. I do believe it's April the 25th. Don't quote me on that. Yesterday was Earth Day. And so this is my life behind the camera as a Reiki master. And so I spent about an hour this morning setting up my back porch, very humble back porch. And so I wanted to give you a glimpse into what it means to live an organic and holistic life as myself, Holly King. And so I've been one to help my clients understand that living life organically and authentically does not mean that we are perfect. So let's get that out of the way. We're not perfect. And we're living in a day where the novel coronavirus has changed our life. It has. And so you'll watch in some of my other videos where I will put on other personalities, such as Ursula, in order to channel the energy that I get through my body when it comes to frustration and anxiety and realizing that, life is tough. And John Wayne said it's tougher if you're stupid. But we don't want to be stupid. We want to be educated. And so I know that I have created a circle of community in my own particular life that I know some people agree with me and some people don't. But you know what? That's what YouTube is for, is to get your message out there and realize that this is your story. This is what you are living. And so when you need to take life by the horns and figure out what it is that you're gonna do when no one else is looking in order to make sure that you maintain a healthy physical, mental, and emotional and spiritual practice. And so for a holistic practitioner such as myself who does Reiki and yoga and massage, I'm also an ordained minister. And so although I'm not a part of any denomination, I profess ministry of the heart. And so when I say I'm here to help somebody get married or go through a difficult time, that is being a minister to someone. You are ministering to them. So whether or not you go into the house of God or the synagogues, that doesn't matter. The Bible says we are the body. We are the church. And so whatever denomination that you follow has nothing to do with having a Reiki practice. So I'm excited to give you a little glimpse of my life here this morning because in an hour I've got to hop onto my professional business page and Zoom and get out there and just try to sell myself as an organic practitioner. But right now this is about my time. So it's 6 o'clock in the morning. I need to figure out how am I going to wake up, come out of bed, get my mind started that I'm going to be okay today during this novel coronavirus outbreak, which, please don't get me wrong, I know is a serious situation. At the same time, as a holistic practitioner, we are all stuck in our homes. What are we going to do? Well, we're going to stay connected through technology. And so there are facts out there that say technology will indeed change us on a cellular level. Let's get that out there. We know that these frequencies and these waves affect our bodies. They affect our minds. They affect how we do business. And so going forward, as we live our new normal, as a minister, it's my job to just continue to live in my own heart space, my own truth, and put the message out there that, you know what, we are going to be okay, even when it feels like we're not going to be okay. Because most of my clients know we all live in that place of life. And so if you live in a place where you are spiritually conscious of the fact that your body is a machine just as much as say, for instance, my computer over here, which is piping my music, right? As a Reiki practitioner, I know that we are made up of divine energy. And so in the morning when you wake up, you've got to figure out how to come out of that delta state of dream where you've been trying to rest. You've been trying to find a way to reset the body system so that your liver can process everything that you put in it, like my pizza last night, which was not a good idea. So remember, teacher's always the student. But when are we going to acknowledge the fact that we need to take changes that will make changes that will build our immune system? And sometimes that's just letting your crazy out and just doing you, because when you can live in an authentic space of who you are as a human being, then other entities, other things won't necessarily attach to your cells. And so it's not that we are completely immune or resistant to any attack on our bodies. It's that I would say 90% of how we process a disease or a disorder is how is your body structured now. So for those of you that have had coronavirus, I'm sorry, like I have friends and family that have had it. It's not pretty. I don't want to get it. And I feel as if I've been exposed to it already. But maybe, just maybe, my body had an immune system that was able to fight the virus off in a lesser evil kind of way. I don't know. I may come down with it in 12 hours. I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. But it's not for me to say I will or will not get this virus, because apparently we're all going to be exposed to it. It is in the air. And so just being mindful that where you are in this very moment matters. So if you are someone watching this video and you're like, okay, what is she talking about? How are you feeling in this very moment? That's my first question. As a minister and a Reiki practitioner, how are you feeling in this very moment, this Thursday morning? I'm feeling stressed. Like doing this video just kind of like, gotta work up what I'm gonna say, right? Because it took me an hour to set up my back porch in order to do this video. That's stress. But my mind says this is my gift back to society, is to remind people that they're gonna be okay. And so when I get in front of the camera and I start to realize, am I holding my breath? I'm sitting in front of a device, right? A computer. Am I holding my shoulders right? Am I talking to where I'm talking into the core of my body? On my yoga mat, do I have tools and resources here that will help me walk through my day today, Thursday, April the 26th? And can I show up to life with the determination that, you know what, it is going to be okay? And that's the message that I hope you YouTubers and Facebook people and the other places who share our videos will start to realize, that we need to get more engaged in our spiritual practices, meaning we don't just need to know there's a God, we need to act like there is something out there greater. And so I'm going to give you a peek at my makeshift organic South End altar because anybody can do this, right? So I've got weights. We've pulled out the arsenal now that it's spring. And so I know that in the morning time, if I need to get my tennis elbow to release, then I'm going to strengthen my upper body here, because that will help. As a massage therapist, I know the stronger you are in the deltoids and the upper shoulder, well, guess what? That pain that is running down into your cranial process is going to be limited because you have stretched the fascia. So starting a physical practice in the morning is super important to most of us that walk upright on this earth. So arsenal, right? You've got some weights. It doesn't have to be a 15-pound weight. We disconnected. We probably got too close to each other. But anyway, listen, do a 2-pound weight, whatever it is. In the morning, open your body. So open the front of that body, open that rib cage. We've been sleeping in that fetal position, right? So open the body, open the breath, do something to just realize, I gotta start my day, right? So what am I gonna do? Well, the first thing you need to do is be mindful of your morning. So anyway, gotta have coffee, right? I need that moment. So something warm in the morning. I know coffee is addictive. Let's get that out there right now. And yes, I am addicted to coffee. But I also know back in October 2019, I went like 35 days cold turkey without coffee. I was fine. And then I started to do it again. And I was like, no, God, don't take away my coffee. Like, the world's in chaos, right? So get you something warm to drink in the morning when you start your practice, okay? So moving on, kettlebells, things like that can be used in your practice. Light a candle. Offer up that light during the pre-dawn hours of the morning. Light a candle. do a little candle gazing. They teach us that in yoga, that if you can look into the fire of life, right? You can shift your eyes and your energy and bring yourself to a gentle awareness that this is a really magical element, y'all. Like, this is something that keeps us warm, brings us light. And so as one of the four main elements of the universe, guys, we can't live without our heat, our agni, things of the liver, Chinese medicine, right? Do something nice for your eyes when you wake up in the morning. If you cannot, light a candle and look into that candle. Even if you gotta light a candle and get busy and get ready, just for heaven's sakes, don't forget to blow out the candle before you leave. Find something beautiful for your eyes to gaze upon before you get on to technology, or before you start judging yourself about what it is that you have to do in the next 24 hours. So find something beautiful to look at. Next point of reference, right? Earth, right? Earth energy. So coffee grounds. These are going out into the garden. So when we have small spaces, when we have to figure out how to live consciously, we got to figure out how to reuse and repurpose. And right now, during this coronavirus outbreak, like, we are all scrapping like squirrels. We're like, what do we do with this? Because I don't want to throw it away. Like, I am grateful for every single piece of rice that is going in my mouth right now, because you know what? America and the world is living in a little bit of fear and anxiety, and the fact that, oh my gosh, we need to hoard real quick because the world's ending, right? Which is where all the toilet paper went. So, but anyway, just kidding. These are coffee grounds. And so a little bit later today, when I go out there and check all my beauties in the garden, a little small tiny garden up against the freeway expressway, right? I'm going to go in and I'm going to put my hands in that earth sometime today, in the dirt. And I'm blessed today that it's raining, because I don't have to water. So one less task for me to do to make sure that I am honoring and taking care of Mother Earth. So this is turning into like an elemental video, right? Elementary things. So reuse, repurpose, get into that mindful space of what is it that you can do to give back to the planet today. For me, I'm going to take my coffee grounds and put them right in the dirt. And so that's a part of giving back. What else do we do to start a morning, healthy morning practice? Well, we have music, but she disconnected. We'll fix that in a minute. But listen to something beautiful. But if you're in a hurry, or you're a runner, or you're somebody who wants to go out there and just run for a living in the morning, like, some people run without any music. I run with music, but I'm finding that people who run without music in the morning and can handle the rain and the elements and listen to the sounds of nature, like, they're dedicated runners. Like, they run. They are runners. They run marathons. They climb mountains. I have friends that do that. So, and she knows who she is. But anyway, that's amazing to me. So sound therapy in the morning is extremely important. But that doesn't mean it's the same for everybody, does it? No. So I'm one that likes to start my day with music, depending on what I need to do. What's my next task? Do I need to boost my cardiovascular system because I ate pizza last night? Yes, instead of doing all this morning, I was actually gonna go take a walk and run, but then I was like, it's raining and my headphones, they'll get wet. No, we don't want that to happen, right? So sound therapy, extremely important in the morning. And then also physical. We have a yoga mat down here, you guys. And by the way, this chair I found in the trash. Really awesome. Good for meditation, straight up back. So guys, a yoga mat, I've got yoga blocks. This is South End living, y'all. On the back board, you just throw it out there and you go, oh, this is my playground, right? Anywhere you can have a yoga practice, either on your back porch or in your kitchen, for that matter. I've done some Pranayama in the kitchen. So anyway, last but not least, before we reset, because this is YouTube, you know how long this video is. I want to show you organic change. So let's see. She's about as big as I am right now, right? This is Holly. When she was 15, I think I was 16 by a minute. So anyway, it all becomes a blur when you're 47. There she is. She's topping out at about 250 pounds now. going to the Tom Kiefer Cinderella concert, and oh, by the way, for those that know me personally, it's signed, so we'll just let you ask me why. It's signed by Tom Kiefer. But anyway, guys, this is my journey as a young woman that grew up in a low-income lifestyle. So why? Why was I a girl that had that journey of losing almost 150 pounds in the course of about 20 years? This is what this is about. This is Reiki. This is understanding your body and what it needs and why it needs it. Because this was a girl who emotionally ate her way through life. I still do. But my butt is a lot smaller now. That was a lot of work. So, anyhow, my point is, guys and girls in America, you can do this. You can get up in the morning and look at your challenges, especially now in our coronavirus outbreak, and go, oh, what do I need to do to be responsible for every thought, everything I speak, what I eat and put in my body, what I do and do not do to create a practice, and am I willing to share that journey with the world? And so I am. So stand by. We are going to reset our music. So doo-doo-doo. Oh, wait. Doo-doo-doo. Had to do it that way. All right. We are going to reset. Possibly. We are not going to reset because the battery is dead. I love it. That's YouTube, guys. So anyway, let's talk about a breathwork practice then. Don't need music. We got the bird. So, all right. What is pranayama breathwork? Moving into more education. Pranayama is life force energy flowing through your body. And so if you are someone who doesn't understand that opening up the diaphragm, Supergirl, right? Opening up the diaphragm means we are going to get breath into our rib cage, some way, shape, or form. So in pranayama, we understand as a yoga teacher, level 1, right, that from the base of our spine up to the crown of our head, so anyway, we think about the chakra systems, right? This is the pathway from the brain to the bottom to say communication, right? This is your cerebral fluid going up and down your spine. So if your spine is not lifted, if the oxygen coming into your body, minus the mask, just saying, oxygen is coming into the body, we are opening up the lungs, we are opening up the cardiovascular system. If you are willing to open up your heart and extend your body, you will open up the diaphragm, which is the muscle belly, right underneath the rib cage. And so for those of you that know, I am a massage therapist that will go right for your abdominal work, because I love abdominal work. It's amazing, and I'm missing it. But anyway, so as it is, this is the diaphragm. And so when we hold fat in our body, when we hold that extracellular tissue, that stuff that is like this, which we still have, don't mind showing you that. Anyway, globulous tissue. Think about inflammation. It's like the snot in your nose is in your belly. Gross, right? It is. And so I've seen the dissection videos that Gil Headley does here. If you watch Gil Headley on YouTube, amazing, right? The goo, it just seeps out of our intestines. And so you hear things like, when these autoimmune disorders kick in, it's like, oh, it's leaky gut, it's, it's all about like celiac disease, things of that nature. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mother Earth. This is Mama. Like when our hormone system is created in our belly and in our gut, like that's how we get good, happy endorphins to our brain. But what happens when we are not breathing? You're just like, ugh. Life is stressful. Oh my gosh, I can't breathe. You have a heart attack, right? Or your lungs are weak. And so the bronchioles can't open. And if we don't exhale, Like, I know everybody's scared right now to not be breathing on people, and I please use your PPE cautions here. Let's get that straight, okay? Use your cautions when you are out in public. I am in the privacy of my own backyard. My spores aren't going to go that far, okay? So find your practice. But don't be afraid, because of the fear and the anxiety that our world is living in right now, globally, rightfully so, to find that place to go, oh wait, that feels really good. Like, and if you're brave, you could even do a yogi squat. Like, this is opening up my adductors here. I'm feeling my body soften because I ate pizza last night. Like, I'm a little impacted. There's a pooch here that shouldn't be, but like, that's why I was gonna go run today, to burn that off, correct? So the physical component of understanding what it means to have breath work is huge. And so as a Reiki master, as a yoga practitioner, as a licensed massage therapist, you can have a 30-minute class with me online for $35. And Zoom, like, I will show you how to do tiny little things to help make corrections in your body while you are stuck at home safe. So, breath work, super important to those that are really in an immunosuppressed compromisation. And the fact that going forward, ladies and gentlemen, going forward, we are going to need to make sure that we are getting good, fresh, healthy oxygen into our brains. Right now, Mother Earth is breathing because we are not driving our cars. That's important. Think of the positives that are coming with the onset of this virus, that we are limiting pollution right now, that our ozone layer, our beautiful ozone layer, she's like, oh my God, they're not driving, they're not burning gas. Like, that's a good thing, right? Like, that's organic. So anyway, just know you need to breathe too. And so as your Reiki master here, to remind you that in order to make change, organic, daily living changes that go from that girl back there on that poster board to 47 years old and I've lost all that weight, but don't think for a second, my body didn't take a pounding. So how we detox our body now after CV-19, after 150-pound weight loss, after a lot of mental hell going through your head and you don't know what to do with life, like after all that, what are we going to do with our bodies? So we're going to need to move them, stretch them. So people say to me all the time, I can't do yoga. There are very few people on this planet that can't do yoga, meaning this is not just yoga. This is yoga. Yoga is a state of mind. So if we get into the mind of Ursula, who is on my other videos, yoga is a state of mind. Living a Reiki practice is a state of mind. So the people out there who say to me, I cannot do yoga, it hurts. At first it will, but then it will probably come back and feel really good. And so as a yoga teacher, as a registered yoga teacher through the Yoga Alliance, which is internationally known, I am here to teach you basic instructions. Oh, yeah, before leaving this earth. So I'll help you. I will help you through Zoom technology, yes, and say, hey, what do you have accessible to you? Because just like I'm sharing with you my life, the accessibility that I have to have a massive healthy lifestyle organically, I got a lot of stuff going on out here, y'all. Like, this is big. So I will help you with tools and resources in order for you to eventually maybe be able to hold the plank. You can see me. I think you can. Let's see. Yep, nope, yep. Oh, look, this is kind of funny. Like, sometimes you get to a point that you're like, I had no idea that I could do that. and like totally no idea that I can balance myself on one arm. Totally no idea that I could do a push-up. Totally no idea that I could beat the coronavirus. Like, we don't know our limits because we're afraid to stretch them. So that's about all I want to say today for this particular YouTube video. But guys and gals out there, I want you to know, as a human being, Holly Elaine King, I am here to help you understand and learn your body. So if I had to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and pick something out of all of the professional modalities that I've learned over the last 20 years, it would be I would teach you Reiki. Then maybe some yoga. We would talk about your body structures. I can look at you through Zoom technology online and tell you if you are protracted or not. And then I can also look at you and say, can I help you from a mind space to go, yeah, we just need to kind of laugh this off a little bit without being disrespectful to those out there in the front lines, because I will end this video saying doctors and nurses and lab workers and technicians in the hospitals and in the front lines right now, EMS workers especially, at this very moment, I am asking the universe for grace and mercy and provision for you in all seriousness of my mind, body, and spirit. In the great and powerful name of Jesus, of my modality, the universe, and all other beings who are here to help us on this planet, that in this very moment, you are protected, you are shielded, and you are strengthened in your body, in your mind, in your spirit. So know that you are loved and that we are here to help as body workers when we are able to come back out into society. Know that some of us are here waiting in the wings to help you rebuild that immune system, rebuild the body. If you have just been slamming down the sodas to keep going, or all you've had is nothing but coffee for the last 20 hours and no sleep, please know that we are here waiting to help you as holistic practitioners. And so I'm going to speak on behalf of our entire industry, from massage therapy to chiropractic care and all the way down the line to anything that is a naturopathic modality. I know for sure we are here waiting to help you while we are staying safe at home. So guys, I love you. It is Thursday and it's going to be a great day. So welcome to my morning. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure you share. Have a blessed day. Bye.